Truth Seeker here. This video is sponsored by my tip jar. If you'd like to be able to tip me $1 or $2, please just click the link in the description below. And thank you to everybody that's already supporting. This channel's still demonetized and we're still in review, so your tips help me out so much right now. So thank you guys so much for supporting. I honestly wouldn't be able to do any of this without you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now moving on to the story. According to a map provided by USGS, 11 earthquake ranging from 2.8 to 5.6 on the Richter scale all recently occurred on the seabed of the Juan de Fuca tectonic plate, 6 miles below the surface of the Earth. The plate is pretty active and has been moving east-northeast at approximately 1.6 inches per year according to Pacific Northwest Seismic Network. Don Blakeman, a geophysics at the National Earthquakes Information Center, says the plate's unusual motion is going to cause strain to build up until the fault breaks and a few meters of the Juan de Fuca slips under North America in a big earthquake. Fox News reports that the PNSN noted that it would take a lot of slip, approximately tens of meters, over a very large area to generate a magnitude 9.0 level earthquake that could hit the region, but noted that it does occur approximately every 550 years on average. The cause of the concern is what happens when the Juan de Fuca plate eventually submerges under the much larger Pacific plate. For approximately 330 years, the plate has continuously been pushed down, an activity that will eventually lead it to be pushed under the North American plate, causing the region to sink 6 feet on the minimum and may result in one of the largest earthquakes in human history. If the entire 650-mile-long Cascadia subduction zone, which includes the Juan de Fuca plate, were to experience a full rupture, it could not only trigger a 9.0 earthquake, but a tsunami as well. The Juan de Fuca plate stretches from northern California to British Columbia, and the Cascadia subduction zone stretches from North Vancouver Island to Cape Mendocino, California. Recent studies have highlighted how vulnerable we are to the proverbial big one. Last month, one study detailed that there is a 15 to 20 mile long stretch of the San Andreas Fault called the Dermid Ladder structure that could result in an earthquake with a magnitude of 7 or greater. This newly identified Dermid Ladder structure is a voluminous right-reverse fault zone that broadens across Dermid Hill around the rotating domain of regularly spaced left and right lateral cross faults, a research article on the study reads. The research puts the odds at 75% that it would occur in both northern and southern California sometime over the next 30 years. The big one has been warned about several times before the USGS, writing extensively on the topic, including how to use past earthquakes to better predict the future. Now, for a while, I've been seeing a lot of weird activities that's just been going on with the Earth. And what really started raising attention with me was when I first heard about the fissure that happened in Africa. And they said it was literally splitting the continent in half. And when this report first came out, I'm just sitting here scratching my head like, that's not normal. But it seems like it's triggering a whole chain of events. And so I remember stating actually that grounds don't open up just out of the blue for no reason. There's a huge event that's actually happening right now, and a lot of people are ignoring the signs. I mean, there's a lot of earthquakes and tsunamis and everything that's been happening around this whole entire area, and you can actually start seeing a pattern here. But I already predicted that it was going to move up to Hawaii, and then sure enough, bam, the Hawaii volcano started erupting, right? And so my next pattern of events was thinking that it was going to be going up to the California area all the way up to Yellowstone. And we've been seeing all these massive earthquakes and everything that's been starting to happen all over. And we're also now starting to see at Yellowstone geysers that haven't operated in over 30 years now starting to spray water out again. A whole bunch of bison was recorded actually leaving the area a few months ago. And they're saying like the wildlife out there is pretty much disappearing. So to me, this seems like a lot of signs of stuff actually happening right here. And it's not really breaking headlines with mainstream or anything. Everybody's trying to shoo it away and try to act like it's nothing to worry about. Everything's going to be perfect. Everything's going to be fine. But I honestly don't have a good feeling about this at all. And this almost looks as obvious as the Hillary email case. We see the blatant lies here. We see the disinformation that mainstream media talks about when it comes to Yellowstone and everything else. They don't want you to fear why. And that really boils down to the question of, because if Yellowstone was to go, there's no way to evacuate everybody from there, or at least in time. So the only thing I could really tell everybody is to keep an eye out yourself on everything. If you live in these areas, don't wait for the news to tell you, get the hell out of your homes. Don't wait for them. I want you to actually look for yourself and see what's going on there. Everybody has instincts and gut feelings and stuff. And a lot of times they are 100% way more correct than what any other medium would tell you. But there is definitely something really huge happening right now, and people need to be definitely more aware about all this. Because something is happening and they're not telling you. And there has to be a really good reason why they're not. What do you guys think about all this? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Please subscribe to our channel, like our video.